Motivational videos are viral. They have reached a record 2.2 billion views. With over 17 million followers across all social media platforms, he's known as the urban online monk. His debut book, Life's Amazing Secrets, which is an Indian national bestseller, has sold a record. Round of applause for a man who has taken the internet by storm. He has shown the mirror to us and to our lives, and he will be giving us his insights into what constitutes life advice. GAUR Gopal Das, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, doesn't look like you're very happy seeing me. A very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, guys, we can do better. A very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen at Rising India. Love that, love that. It's a great privilege, pleasure, and honor to be here this evening at this beautiful conference, Rising India, and my sincerest heart that like Indians are known to be extremely smart people. Make some noise if you think Indians are smart, guys. There was an Indian doctor. His practice terribly failed here in India. He went to the US to start a clinic. And in the US, he put up a board outside his clinic. Any disease, we'll treat it for $20. And if we can't treat it for you, we'll pay you $100. Pretty smart strategy. One gentleman was walking by, he saw this. He said, this guy's a nut. He says he can treat any disease for $20, and if he can't treat it, $100 back. He went to the doctor. Doctor, I've lost my taste. Can you get my taste back? He went back again a couple of months later. He said, doctor, look, I have a serious problem here. I've lost my memory, doctor. Can you bring my memory back? The doctor said to the assistant, get bottle number 22, put 2 drops on his tongue. The man said, doctor, that's petrol. Said, memory back, give me $20. This guy was just losing it now. A couple of months later, he once again went to the doctor and said, look, doctor, I'm losing my eyesight. I can't see anything. Can you bring my eyesight back? The doctor said, well, sorry. This is the only one issue that we cannot treat, which is why, as we have promised, give you jokes apart and forgetting the lighter side of it. We all know that in the Rising India, Indians are making a spectacular mark across all spectrums on the international scene. Look at business, because of the acumen. Some of the biggest multinational corporations are headed by people from the Indian origin. Look at entertainment. Natu Natu wins an Oscar, guys. Wins an Oscar, guys. This is our Rising India. The Elephant Whisperer gets an Oscar, guys. That's our Rising India, making a mark, making our presence seen and felt. Look at sports. We just had Nikhil Zareen, Laulina Borgohain, right? We had Saviti Bura, we had Neetu Gangas. Yes, Indians are absolutely... Stage is a boring place. I'll walk down, yeah? It's too lonely there. I'm not on a panel, I can do whatever I like. There's nobody interviewing me, so I can walk into you, right? Oh, goodness. Smart, right? Absolutely smart. And I was wondering, what is that one element that makes, whether it's business, sports, entertainment, spirituality, governance, leadership, whatever it is, what is it, that one thing that makes Indians what they do? And I remembered what Bruce Lee once said. Bruce Lee said, I do not fear the man who knows 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who knows one kick but has practiced it 10,000. From this country are the ones who have believed in practicing that one kick 10,000 times. Whether it's a singer, an actor, right, a leader, a corporation head, a sportsman, stuck it out continuously. Work is worship for us. We believe in the principle of karma yoga, where we treat work as our worship. And when we treat our work as our worship, it's not work. For us in this country, it's not just work, it's worship. And when we worship, we don't cut corners. When we worship, we don't give it half our hearts. When we worship, we don't give it a bloody 100%. When we worship, we give it in securing things, whether it's money or whatever else it is. Indians are very smart in sparing things as well. Very sparing, guys. Raise your hand. How do you know an Indian? An Indian is a person who, after the shampoo bottle or the shower gel bottle's over, puts water in it. And till the last bubble comes out, won't throw. Raise your hands if you've done it, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Indians, who is an Indian? If you don't use a shower gel and you use a soap bar, Indians are those when the last little thin slice of soap is left, they stick it to the new soap. Raise your hands if you've done that, guys. How do you know who an Indian is? An Indian is a person who, after the toothpaste is over, till the last में छेद हो जाए ना, वो रात में पहनता है. फेंकेगा नहीं वो. और जब रात में फेंकने लायक नहीं रहता ना, यूज करने लायक नहीं रहता ना, वो होली के लिए रखता है. और जब होली के लायक भी नहीं रहता ना, फिर पोछा लगाने के लिए यूज करता है. कैसे इंडिया आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा बताइए आप. We are a culture who doesn't just secure, we save. When we talk about a several $trillion economy, that economy is not made just by securing, that economy is made by saving. और हमारे देश में हम कुछ ऐसा फेंकते नहीं है जी. अरे बोतल को पानी निकाल के पूरा धो के है ना. पेन क्या है ना, यूज एंड थ्रो. घड़ी क्या है ना, यूज एंड थ्रो. फिर वाइफ और हस्बैंड भी यूज एंड थ्रो हो जाता है ना. Because it's not just about a thing, it's about a mindset. Now imagine having a handkerchief. You wash it, you iron it, you use it again. You wash it, you iron it, use it again. हम फेंकते नहीं हैं. हम फेंकते नहीं हैं. We don't have this thing of use and throw. Because we don't have this thing of use and throw, we don't use people, guys. In the modern world, in the modern world, unfortunately and sadly, we live in a world where things are loved and people are used. We should be living in a world where people are loved and things are used. But दिक्कत यह है ना कि लोग वस्तुओं से प्यार करते हैं और लोगों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Did you know that this is a relationship? ये रिश्ता है, क्योंकि इसको आप रोज सही तरीके से इसकी देखभाल करके इसके साथ आपका एक रिश्ता है और ये रिश्ता निभा रहे हैं. जो एक अपने कपड़े के साथ रिश्ता निभा सकता है वो इंसान के साथ कैसे नहीं निभाएगा ये रिश्ता. मैं उस संस्कृति से आता हूं, मैं उस कल्चर से आता हूं, हम सब उस संस्कृति से आते हैं जो रिश्ता निभाना जानते हैं. एंड ऑन अ पर्सनल लेवल वी डू दैट टू, राइट? ऑन अ पर्सनल लेवल हम रिश्ते निभाते हैं, रिश्ते निभाते हैं. We want to make friendships because when you want to rise in your life, you can't rise alone. There's a beautiful proverb which says if you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to walk far, walk together. If you want to walk fast and speed up, alone is the way to go. If you want to walk far, go on. कितनी जरूरी होती है. मैं कई बार कहता हूं, छोटे से दिल में गम बहुत है, छोटे से दिल में गम बहुत है, जिंदगी ने दिए जख्म बहुत है. छोटे से दिल में गम बहुत है, जिंदगी ने दिए जख्म बहुत है. कब की मार डालती है जालिम दुनिया हमें, कमबख्त दोस्तों की दुआओं में दम बहुत है. राइट, you know, that's how we have risen. That's exactly how we have risen. When we were alone, there was somebody to pick us up. Life is like a seesaw. When you're down, somebody has to pull you up, and they are on you to pull it up. And that's not just for individuals, guys. That's true for us as a nation as well. We're not going to rise alone. We will be rising together. We will दोस्तियां नहीं निभाएंगे तो उन सारे हीरोज के लिए अपलॉज जो ये दोस्तियां निभाने के लिए आगे आए हैं. राइट, इट्स सो अमेजिंग टू हैव दैट. एंड देन मैं कई बार कहता हूं, वेदर इट्स पर्सनल और नेशनल और प्रोफेशनल रिलेशनशिप्स, झुकने से अगर आपके रिश्ते सुधर जाते हो तो झुक जाओ. झुकने से अगर आपके रिश्ते सुधर जाते हो तो झुक जाओ. लेकिन बार बार अगर आपको ये झुकना पड़े तो रुक जाओ, रुक जाओ. ये झुकना 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 करके ना यूज करते हैं लोग हमें और हम सबको. एंड विच इज प्रिसाइसली व्हाई हम किसी पर उंगली नहीं उठाएंगे, लेकिन कोई अगर हम पर उंगली उठाए ना, उंगली उठाने नहीं देंगे. आउट देयर एट द बॉर्डर आर आवर रियल हीरोज. हमें तड़पाते हैं सुना. क्या बात है, गीता का श्लोक पूछूं? Thank you very much. Look at the families of those. Don't you think, guys, the families of our defense forces are the real heroes of rising India, who make all these sacrifices so we can remain safe in this country. Yeah. So crucial, so important. Smart in securing, smart in sparing and saving, but India is also smart in spending. We are services, offerings here. Imagine what happens to the economy. We can talk, we can have conferences, we can do all of that stuff and still buy a brand which is not Indian. And when we buy a brand which is, I too am wearing one, sorry. And when you buy something like that, हम लोग बहुत खर्चे करते हैं दोस्तों, और मैं कई बार कहता हूँ, we live in a civilization where people spend the money they don't have to buy the things that they don't need, to impress the people whom they anyways don't like. What a pathetic lifestyle that is. We are great at spending, but that's not what makes us us, ladies and gentlemen. That we will see as the rising India in the future. Sanskrit is an amazing language. And in Sanskrit, even strong words sound soft. Like if you were to call somebody a donkey, you say Vaishakhanandan. किसी को बोल के देखिए, हे वैशाखनंदन, उसको लगेगा आप उस पर कविता की रचना कर रहे हैं. Seriously, don't try it on anybody sitting here. सबने सुना है. But before tonight, try it on somebody going out. He's going to feel flattered if you say Vaishakhanandan. But how do you say what an ice cream is in Sanskrit? An ice cream is called in Sanskrit Dugdha Sharkara Yukta Ghana Gola Gattu. If you want to say mango ice cream, you would say Amra Dugdha Sharkara Yukta Ghana Gola Gattu. My God, by the time you order it, it will melt away. But then there is a contrast to that. And the contrast is a candle. Candle melts as well. And the philosophy behind the candle is give light to others before it melts. Candle melts, ice cream melts. Ice cream is about me. Candle is about you. We cannot remain an ice cream just living a narcissistic life. We cannot become a candle completely selfless. We should be those who use the oxygen mask on a plane, because when our mask is in place, we can secure the mask and put the mask on somebody else's face, right? And therefore, the last aspect of this rising India is the fourth S, which is service. We have always believed in service, in making a difference, in making a contribution. All of these unknown people who believed in the principle of making a difference. And that is the rising India. किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार, किसी का दर्द ले सके तो ले उधार, किसी के वास्ते हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना इसी का नाम है. And this is what these real heroes have shown. And if we believe in the principle of sticking it out and securing, if we believe in the principle of saving and maintaining and being sparing, if we believe in the principle of spending so that we grow, and if we believe in the principle of serving and making a difference in our own way, yes, India is rising and India will rise. I wish to thank you all very, very much.
Let's have a round of applause for GAUR. For GAUR Gopal Das as he exits the main Darbar Hall. Let's now come to our final session, ladies and gentlemen. Our final session